With all new blades, ratchets and bits being released over the month of November, including things like the heavy assist blade, which is awesome, the Emperorite lock chip, which gave easy access to that metal lock chip, and things like Wolf Hunt, where we got 0-60, the meta is shifting faster than ever. Last month we asked if stamina was dead. Well, this month I've gone through over 500 plus winning combos from the WBO dataset to truly answer that and see what the top 5 meta combos for the month of November are. I'm also going to be giving 3 honourable mentions to blades that did really well but didn't quite hit that top 5 mark. With Wizard Rod dominating for the past few months, will it keep its throne, or will the Sharks keep circling and take that place? But before we get into the data, make sure to like and subscribe. I'm still doing my giveaway for 2 navy blue Nightmail sets and 2 gold bit sets. All you have to do is be subscribed when I hit the 10,000k subscribers. As soon as I hit 10k, I will run the competition, pick out the 2 winners for that, and then anyone past that won't get a chance to enter. So make sure you click like and subscribe right now to get hold of that. First up, we're going to do our 3 honourable mentions. These are blades that done really well, still in the top 20 or top 10, but they didn't quite hit that top 5 mark. First one is Aeropegasus 160 Rush, which is a combo we've seen many times before. Aeropegasus still dominates, it's still an awesome attacker, it's still getting the numbers, not quite as much to get into the top 5, but it is an amazing blade that refuses to die. It's still a premier attacker, using the 160 ratchet for hard hits, and Rush providing that speed to knock out almost any opponent. When the more easily available Red Pegasus eventually does come out, do you guys think that it will be entering the top 5 meta more often? I certainly do. When it's easier available, I think it's going to definitely hit that meta a lot harder than it does. It still does really well, even though it's harder to get. So it's definitely one of the top attackers in the game. Next, we have quite a surprising combo that I haven't seen all too often. Silver Wolf 960, but this time it's on a low orb. Usually with Silver Wolf, we see it on a free ball, 960 free ball. A lot of people like to play it a bit higher so that it can hit the spinning ring. Personally, I like it 60 height, but a lot of people run it on 70. But in this latest shift, a lot of people have been using it on low orb, which dropped it a 1mm lower. So people are using the top metal blade more as the contact points, and it is nearly perfectly round, so I can see why they're doing that. I don't think the free spinning blade actually does a lot. I don't think it is that effective, so I can see why people are dropping it down and letting that round metal top do all of the work. 960 is great for burst resistance. Low orb is proving really good for stability and just a really good stamina bit, outspinning a lot of other builds. So definitely see why this one is hitting the meta. And our 3rd honourable mention is the use of the new Emperor lock chip on Blast, Wheel, 960 and the Taper. This is a really effective combo for Blast. That extra weight on top from the lock chip needs a bit more stability down below, and Taper does that really well to keep it upright and allow it to tilt and hit hard smashes. So it's a really good combo. It's done really well. Hits super hard. But now it's time for the main event, the top 5 combos that are going to help you to win your next tournament or find ways to counter-attack what most people are going to be using. In 5th place, we actually have brand new to the top 5. We have Clock Mirage. This thing is an absolute stamina beast. It will outspin absolutely everything. It does come with the massive nerf that it only works with X5 ratchets, but people seem to be finding a way to make it work. If you can keep this blade from bursting, usually with some tilting tactics to protect the ratchet, it can outspin anything in the game. And the combo that people have been using it on is 455 low orb, using 455 as the lowest available ratchets in the X5 range. And low orb, again, dropping it even lower because Clock does have that nerf that is really tall and has a big plastic bit underneath. So definitely needs to be dropped as low as possible. But it's not the only combo that was popular. We actually saw a lot of 455 under needles being used. Again, Underneedle's great for defense, great for stamina as well. It's really good stamina, so you can see why it's being used. Personally, I like to use it on low orb, but Underneedle was definitely a good shout, so maybe give it a test this time. And in number 4, the left spin menace remains in the top. Cobalt Dragoon 560 Elevate. This blade is definitely high risk, high reward. If you can keep that elevate bit from popping, this is the most dangerous bay in the game. It can outspin pretty much everything except for clock, but it also has some attacking prowess. It can get pockets, it can get extreme, so it's a really dangerous balanced bay. 560 to me is a bit bursty, but it does balance the bay out really, really well. And Elevate was just built for left spinning bays. It allows for that spin stealing, it allows for that end game spin. But we also saw a rise in usage of 960 Elevate, so a lot of people are moving away from 560. 960 offering a bit more burst resistance, which you definitely need with Cobalt Dragoon on Elevate. And bursting its way into the top 3 of the meta, we've got Hover Wyvern on the combination 960 Kick. The combination's been used mainly for its attacking prowess, that Pringle shape offering some super heavy recoily attack, dealing insane damage and hitting pockets and hitting extremes out of every angle. Again, that 960 is avoiding those bursts as much as possible, and Kick gives it the wild movements it needs to knock your opponent out of the stadium. We also saw a lot of variants using 960 Rush, going a bit more aggressive with it. That makes total sense. Personally, I like it on Kick. That gives you a bit more stamina, and those wild kicking movements off the rail definitely work effectively with Hover Wyvern. But in number 2, we have the Predator, that is Shark Scale on the combination 360 Low Rush. This is the most popular attack combo in the world right now, but here's the crazy part. Shark Scale is everywhere. While 360 Low Rush took the top spot, 170 Low Rush, 450 Low Rush, 450 level, we're right behind it in the rankings. Doesn't matter what height you use it, Shark is dominating the meta. This bay is just absolutely insane. I always class it as the wizard rod of attack. It just works on pretty much everything. You can use it on low orb, you can use it on Underneedle, it all works. It's just an amazingly balanced and hard hitting bay that works so effectively across the board. And you can see why it's second in the meta. I can see one day it overtaking Wizard Rod, but for now it's sitting in second place. And you've probably guessed it, but the undisputed king is Wizard Rod on the combination 160 Hexa. This has definitely replaced the ball variant. The Hexa bit tanks, it's got loads of stamina and life after death. And the 160 is just really effective at pocket jumping, especially on Wizard Rod. The way the blade sits on the 160 is just super effective at pocket jumping. And while 960 ball is definitely seeing some play still, the 160 Hexa build is the one taking home the gold trophies. It is simply the most consistent blade in the game. It is ridiculously good. And just quickly to take a look at the top 5 blades used, so irrespective of what combo they were on, just how many times these blades appeared in winning combinations. In 5th place was Aero Pegasus. 4th place, we got Phoenix Wing, it's still meta relevant. In 3rd place, we had Hover Wyvern. 2nd place, we had Shark Scale. And in 1st place, we obviously had Wizard Rod. And to look at the top ratchets, in 5th place, we had 450, which is quite interesting. A lot of people find it quite bursty. Mine is quite good, to be fair, so I do definitely like 450. In 4th, we have 760, which is awesome. In 3rd, we have 360. In 2nd, we have 960. And 1st place, as always, is 160. And the top 5 bits, in 5th place, we have Free Ball, which I don't know if that's because we got a nice blue one in, but it's definitely doing a lot of work. In 4th, we have Kick. In 3rd, we have Rush. In 2nd, we have Low Rush, and in 1st place is Hexa, probably because of the amount of people that actually use Wizard Rod. But yeah, that's your data set from the month of November coming up to Christmas. Will this change in December? We've got Meteor Dragoon on the way, which is definitely going to be very, very interesting. And I've got 2 on pre-order on Amazon Japan, so make sure to be subscribed because I'll get it here quickly. But yeah, let's jump into the single elimination tournament This is randomly generated on Geelong. It is the 5 top 5 meta plus the 3 honourable mentions, and we'll see who comes out on top for the month of November. Right, first round of the single elimination. We got Error Pegasus on that 160 rush up against its old foe Wizard Rod on a 160 Hexa. Let's do it. Go. Rod taking first round. This is my old arrow. It's pretty blunted, so it doesn't hit as hard. Go. Rod just doing Rod things. One go. Well, Rod just annihilating Aero. So moves on to the next round. Aero is out. Next up, we've got the new Stamina King finally making its way into the meta. We got Clock Mirage 455 Low Orb up against the old Stamina King, I guess. Cobalt Dragoon 560 Elevate. Let's see. Go. Easy win for Clock Mirage. That weird height, it just makes it hard for Dragoon to spin steal on. And there is the risk factor with Clock. It does burst with these X5 ratchets. Another spin for Clock, was a bit destabilised but stood up. Couldn't stand itself up this time. Another easy spin for Clock. And Clock getting the spin and moving on. That's the Stamina King. Next up, we've got the top attacker, Shark Scale, on that 360 low rush up against another heavy hitter. We've got Valkyrie Blast, Wheel, 960 Taper. Stamina from Valkyrie Blast. One go. Another spin finish for Blast. It's just too heavy for Shark to move it. And again, just not budging. And a dominant win for that Valkyrie Blast build on taper. Definitely good. It was tanking hits like crazy. And last up in the first round, we've got Hoverwiver 960 Kick up against Silver Wolf on that 960 low orb build that is rides in the ranks. Oh, tank the hits well, Silver Wolf. Burst on the Wolf, that low orb with no resistance. And again, double burst, that's crazy. Hoverwyvern with those high recoily hits, definitely effective. Right, into the semi-finals, Clock Mirage up against the other Stamina King, Withered Rod. 3, 2, 1, go. Win for Clock. Rod Hexer definitely struggles with Clock Mirage. Again, one go. Wizard Rod needs to do something big. And an easy spin finish. Rod definitely struggles against Clock Mirage. It's definitely its best matchup. And second of the semi-finals, we've got Hoverwyvern on that kick build against that Valkyrie wheel set up. Taper build is looking really good. And again, Blast just tanking everything. Even that time. Hover taking one back. That top heavy Valkyrie definitely was an issue then. And Valkyrie Blast Wheel 960 Taper, moving on to the finals. And we're into the grand finals. The new boy in the meta, Clock Mirage, up against that Valkyrie Blast Taper combo. Let's go. Been finished for Clock. Blast never really got a good hit on it. Again, Clock's proven dominant. Blast just not getting the hits on it. And we have this month's winner, just entered the meta and winning the first meta tournament. It's definitely better than I first thought. It's definitely an insanely good bay if you can get a tight 455 and low orb. So awesome.